This movie answers the ultimate question: Godzilla vs Optimus Prime. Who will win? Pacific Rim is the story of the aftermath of the kaiju invasion, where we build big ass robots to punch them in the face. It's directed by Guillermo del Toro and stars Charlie Hunnam and Rinko Kinoguchi, Idris Elba. And first things first, the selling point of this movie is the robot versus monster battles, and they are awesome. The effects are so good, the action is spectacular with the big robots punching the kaiju and the thing. The scene where he uses the ship as a baseball bat, awesome stuff. But some of the other story elements are less strong. Our lead is played by Charlie Hunnam, who's on Sons of Anarchy and recently dropped out of 50 Shades of Grey. I don't know much about the guy, but he's a bit generic, and his accent didn't really hold. He kind of lost it, and it just dropped and in and out. And his family tragedy that we were supposed to connect with happened really early in the movie, like 10 minutes in the movie. So we didn't really feel it. We didn't really feel this connection or this sense of loss. But he does throw down really well. Our second lead is Rinko, is Mako Mori, played by Japanese actress Rinko Kinoguchi. I don't know, you sometimes like her character, you sometimes don't. She's a bit distant. She has a really heavy accent that makes it really hard to understand her sometimes. You guys thought it as well? And you sometimes connect with her, you sometimes don't. Yeah, Rinko, she does well with the role, does well with what she's given, but yeah, she's a character. And us Aussies are also represented in this global Jaeger, like a battlefield, and the Australian representatives played by Max Martini and Rob Kaczynski. Both guys, I have no idea about any of them, except Max Martini was on an episode of Hawaii Five-0, and he's the best Australian out of the two of them. His accent holds, and he's a really tough, really badass character. Well, Rob Kaczynski is a bit annoying, a bit of a douche. His accent drops in and out. It becomes British at one time, it becomes South African at another time, and you don't really like him. And like the lead character, you do want to punch him in the face, which he eventually does, which is awesome. And Idris Elba, he's by far the best thing in this movie. He carries himself with a sense of purpose, authority. You trust him, you connect with him, and he gives the best speech since Independence Day. We are canceling the apocalypse. He's awesome in this movie. And he should be a way bigger star than he already is. And the last lead character is Newton Geisler, played by Charlie Day. Well, I liked on Horrible Bosses, but his voice is a bit annoying and nasally, and I don't think he was meant to be the comic relief, but I didn't really laugh at the scenes that had him inside. And yeah, I just found him a bit out of place in this big gargantuan blockbuster. The film hasn't done really well commercially, grossing about $490 million worldwide, which is about break even when you consider the film's budget and production costs. But I just kept thinking during the movie, if they had maybe a bigger star, more charismatic A-lister in the lead, maybe the film could have done better. Maybe we would connect it with Riley Beckett a bit more. And also, if some of the story elements were done a bit better. But overall, the action was awesome. When there's gargantuan Jaegers or biggest skyscrapers punch the shit out of Godzilla, you cheer, you rise up out of your seat. It's just felt a little sad I couldn't watch it in 3D in the cinema experience that this film was meant for. So overall I give Pacific Rim 3 stars.